Hello boys, girls, and 3D printing enthusiasts. My name is Luke. I'm with Total3dprinting.org, and today I'm here to review the Creality Ender 3 Pro. Over the last 5 or so years, I have seen the spectrum of 3D printers, from cheap DIY kits to the Mark IV's X7, and experiences varying on that same spectrum. So when I saw this guy for $225, I thought, no way is this going to work well. It is printing, we've gotten that far. Let's dive a little bit further into, is this printer worth it? Now, I come from an engineering background and really look at 3D printing as a means to an end, right? So there are 4 big things that I'm concerned about with a 3D printer. The first is ease of use. Second, I'm looking for accuracy. If I'm making a jig, I want the holes to be where the holes are supposed to be. Next is surface finish. Now you're only going to be able to get such a good surface finish with an FDM printer, but when I'm making molds, it's nice to get at least close. Then my last one is reliability. I want to be able to turn it on day after day and be able to produce good prints so that I can continue with my workflows. First, we're going to take a look at the basic setup here. We've got a surprisingly sturdy frame. The build volume is 220 by 220 by 250 millimeters tall. We've got a removable bed, which I've come to actually really like here. The communication can happen with this included micro SD card. Also got an adapter for your computer. We've got an LCD screen controlled by this knob, kind of like an old iPod. We're going to go ahead and prepare for ABS. Speaking of ABS, it uses 1.75 diameter filament. As far as usability is concerned, it's important that we can load different materials in there easily. I was surprised here as well. Gonna go ahead and load up some ABS. And that's as simple as putting the spool on this mount here. And then, pretty cool design as far as feeding it into the extruder here. There is a spring-loaded guide that disengages this extruder motor, and we can just feed that right on in there. And there we are. Considering ease of use, I really want to go from CAD model here on my right screen to the slicing software to my 3D printer seamlessly. Let's open the STL file that I've saved. Boom, there it is. Orient it the way I want to. Back over at the printer, I've got my micro SD card. I'm just going to insert into there. And I'm going to navigate to my print here, and we are off and running. Alright, in cooking show fashion, we've got a finished print here. The removable bed makes it real easy to take off. And even easier is getting the print off of the removable bed. Nice and flexible, so we can just peel it right off there. In the beginning, I said I was concerned about 4 things: ease of use, accuracy, surface finish, and reliability. Concerning ease of use, the process from CAD model to printer is pretty straightforward. The one qualm I have is that every few prints this bed does seem to need to be leveled. Accuracy, Creality claims a plus or minus 0.1 millimeter tolerance. I was getting more around 0.2 to 0.25 millimeters. So check your critical dimensions. As far as surface finish, I cannot be more pleased. That looks really good. Best you're gonna get with an FDM printer. Concerning reliability, this ABS print turned out great. All of my PLA prints have turned out great, but I haven't always gotten this good of a print with ABS. So ABS, I don't know if I'd recommend this machine if you're looking to do ABS prints. really you're probably going to want a fully enclosed machine for ABS. But if it's PLA, absolutely this thing's pretty rock solid. So one last thing, you might be wondering what makes this the Pro. One is the removable bed here, and I had a different bed on there earlier, but removable bed, and then a more reliable power supply here, both of which I really like. I think it's worth it to get the Pro version. So conclusion, I would say that if you're looking for a basic 3D printer to get started, and you're looking to print PLA and not so concerned about ABS, spend your $225 and just get it. If it's ABS, I would look to other places, but you're also going to be spending more money. So a great starter machine, pull the trigger and go for it.